Right now, another Wisconsin campaign stop for the president. A political science expert explains why the president is focused on rural voters here.
And new developments in local COVID-19 testing could mean quicker results and a more comfortable testing process.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us. A lot of passionate people who spent the better part of the day waiting in line will soon see the president in person. Donald Trump on his way to Wisconsin right now for a rally.
Naomi Coles is in Mosinee, up by Wausau, where the president will speak tonight. Naomi, why there in particular?
Great question, Charlotte. This airport we're at, CWA, it's the region's largest airport. That makes it an easy campaign stop in an important region's largest metro area. But more importantly, northern and central Wisconsin played key roles in Trump's win in the state 4 years ago. The president won counties up here, such as Marathon, by a lot, about 20 points. He didn't do as well as suburban Republicans. Winning and winning big here, again, is key to the president taking Wisconsin.
He's not doing as well in those ring communities around urban areas where Republicans have traditionally run up the vote, but Trump's bread and butter is really the rural parts of the state.
The question is not so much if Trump wins Marathon County and the surrounding areas, but by how much, and whether it will be enough to outweigh Democrat turnout in bigger cities. Now, if you had any doubts about Wisconsin's importance in the presidential race this November, look no further than next week. Vice President Mike Pence has announced his fourth campaign stop within a month. That's going to be in Eau Claire. Right now, tonight, the president is scheduled to start speaking at 8 o'clock, and we'll have a full recap for you at 10. Eric?
Naomi, thank you. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson canceled plans to be at the president's campaign event. He was exposed to someone who tested positive for COVID-19. A statement from Johnson's office says he's been placed in quarantine but has no symptoms and tested negative for the virus.
Today, Wisconsin Democrats joined a Your Health, Your Vote tour that's making virtual stops nationwide. An event organizer's father died from COVID-19 complications. She says the health of people needs to be put first over political aspirations.
What I have seen from the Trump administration over the course of the last 4 years, but in particular since this pandemic hit us, was that it's all been for his own political prospects, his own image, and for the stock market. He does not care about people like my dad and so many other folks just like us who have been impacted or lost loved ones.
Organizers of the virtual nationwide tour say they're calling for an end to the GOP's ongoing, quote, war on health care, including their lawsuit to overturn the Affordable Care Act and, quote, mismanagement of the COVID-19 pandemic.
A local coffee shop is helping people register to vote. Earlier this year, Collectivo partnered with the NAACP, offering a Unity coffee blend and donating 100% of the proceeds. Now the NAACP has identified voter access as another way the coffee shop could help. All Collectivo locations, including the 3 in Madison, will offer assistance with voter registration. This is happening on Saturday, starting this weekend and through October 10th. Staff have been trained as voter advocates. And let's check your first warn forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Well, it was another sunny day today. Temperatures, though, are a little cooler than yesterday when we had high temperatures in the middle to upper 70s. Live view from the WISC Skycam shows that hazy sunshine that we have with some of that wildfire smoke from out west still moving overhead. Visible cloud track shows most of the state clear. There are some clouds in the eastern and west central portions of the state, but no precipitation falling from those clouds. We're going to see a dry forecast for the foreseeable future. Last night, Madison dropped to 50 degrees for an overnight low temperature, but it was cooler to our north and west, and just north of our viewing area, temperatures were in the 30s. Temperatures right now are in the upper 50s to the lower 60s in Madison and middle 60s down toward Janesville, but it'll get cold again tonight, and the frost advisories have been issued for Juneau and Adams counties from 1 a.m. until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Otherwise, look for skies to be partly cloudy overnight. Here in Madison, we'll drop to about 45 degrees by morning. Tomorrow should be a partly sunny and cool day with a high of 60, but milder weather's on the way for next week. I'll tell you how soon that weather will get here in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Wisconsin Madison has set a new record for COVID-19 cases in a single day. 1,800 were confirmed today, beating the state's previous single-day record by more than 250. Our total case count approaching 95,000. Deaths have exceeded 1,200 now. There has been another jump in the positivity rate. We're now at 17.8%. The 7-day average has gradually climbed since the start of the month, now sitting at 14.3%. And as the Big Ten makes plans to get the season started, health officials say 42 players and staff for the Badger football team have tested positive for COVID-19. Public Health Madison and Dane County says those positive tests have been since June, when players and staff first returned to campus, but more than 2/3 of those positive tests happened just since September 1st and through September 15th. There are 190 new tests confirmed on the UW-Madison campus today. Based on a 7-day average, about 135 new tests are confirmed each day. In total, more than 2,300 students and 41 employees have tested positive.
Dane County's public health director is calling record-setting COVID cases a high burden. Her department is doing up to 14,000 tests per week, but results aren't instantaneous.
JB Perez got an update on testing procedures and found there may be a more efficient, less invasive option coming soon. Jamie?
Well, right now they're still doing those nose swab tests that a lot of people are finding uncomfortable. And even though those may work well, they might have found an alternative that may work just as well, that might be a bit more pleasant to take. A relatively shorter line at the Alliant Energy Center today doesn't show the overall picture.
September continues to be quite a busy month.
This morning, Public Health Director Janelle Heinrich says Dane County's 14-day average jumped to 94 cases per day,
which is doubled that from our previous reporting period.
Even though the case numbers are rising, the health department's testing turnaround time is still flat. It takes about 24 to 48 hours to get results. And Heinrich suggested you try to get your test results through your doctor first. Testing at UW Health is a bit faster, according to Dr. Jeff Pothoff.
The faster one's about 4 hours. The slower one, it might be a little bit longer. Just because it's a batch process, so that might, go out to like 8 hours.
Right now, everyone is getting the nose swab tests that a lot of people find uncomfortable. But UW Health staff are working on something that may be a little easier on everyone.
The spit test has a lot of merit. It might be a lot easier for folks, and it's easier for us.
A spit test pilot program is happening now. According to Dr. Pothoff, UW Health needs to meet many federal guidelines before you could actually get one.
And do a validation study. You have to test people with your gold standard, which for us is our MP swab for COVID-19. And then you have to compare the results you're getting with the MP swab to the results that you're getting with saliva.
Spit tests could roll out as soon as next week, but Pothoff said the swab tests are still going to be more reliable.
You just spit it into a collection container, we screw the top on, and you're done. So compared to getting an MP swab, like really simple.
And right now, UW Health is administering about 700 tests per day, and they say that when the spit tests do become available, they do expect the turnaround time for results to also take fewer than 8 hours.
All right, Jamie Perez, live at Alliant Energy Center. Jamie, thank you.
New at 6, Wisconsin Superintendent Carolyn Stafford Taylor delivered the annual State of Education address virtually. She discussed ongoing challenges of the pandemic, including the need to support teachers' professional development, so students will be learning at a high level, no matter if the format is in person, virtual, or both. Stafford Taylor emphasized the importance of literacy as a tool to acquire information about the world and for citizens to be able to communicate the ways they want to see their communities change.
The simple way we can do this is to work with our libraries, school and public libraries, to ensure children experience texts that reflect their identities and teach them about other identities.
Stafford Taylor says the biennial budget she plans to submit to the governor next week will be grounded in educational equity. She hopes state leaders will continue to prioritize public education and the needs of our most vulnerable learners. Coming up next at 6, an update on the condition of the 4 people injured in a Dodge County shooting outside an apartment complex for seniors. Stay with us.
It's Celebration September at Hy-Vee. Earn a 15-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $30 you spend. That's a 15-cent fuel saver. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Working out? Not canceled. Catching up? Not canceled. Game night? Not canceled. Nap time? Not canceled. If new carpet would make you happier at home, we're here to help with standard carpet installation of just $75. Carpet one room or your whole house. And installation is only $75 while we celebrate our 75th anniversary. Coil Carpet One Floor and Home, locally owned and operated since 1945.
STEINHAFELS' biggest Labor Day sale ever has been extended. These are the final days to get incredible deals on furniture you love. Save 35% store-wide, free in-carton shipping, and take 5 years to pay with STEINHAFELS special financing. This is your last chance to take advantage of Labor Day pricing on living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, plus all of our mattresses, including Tempur-Pedic, Purple, and Beauty Rest. Hurry in. This is your last chance to save big during STEINHAFELS Labor Day sale.
My son Beckett was 2 years old when he was diagnosed with leukemia. He would get sick. Aubrey would take him to the bathroom and she would rub his back. Our family is fighting this every single day. If Donald Trump gets rid of our healthcare law, my son won't be protected. We would have to be making some tough decisions about what medications we can afford. We need a president who will protect our healthcare, and that's Joe Biden.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
It's Celebration September at Hy-Vee. Earn a 15-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $30 you spend. That's a 15-cent fuel saver. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
An update to our breaking news from last night's 10 o'clock newscast. A gunman opened fire last night in Mayville, injuring 3 people before turning the gun on himself. Melissa Kim has the latest on the condition of those victims.
Well, hi, Charlotte. The Mayville Police Department and Wisconsin Department of Justice say around 7:30 last night, a 72-year-old man approached a group of 2 women and 1 man in a parking lot outside of Spring Glen Apartments. That's a retirement home on Horicon Street in Mayville. He started arguing with them and then shot them before shooting himself. All 4 individuals were taken to the hospital. They are expected to be okay, but neighbors are stunned.
Shouldn't have happened. They were innocent people that got injured.
Shocked, I guess. Nervous. You know, you don't expect this to happen in Mayville.
Now, officials say there isn't any danger to the public and the investigation is ongoing. The Department of Justice also says all 4 of these people knew each other.
Melissa, thank you.
Medical officials have identified the 54-year-old man found dead in Rindall Park on Madison's east side on Sunday. Tyrone Flood was found dead on the bike path on Portage Road across from East Town Mall. Police say he suffered head injuries and had been involved in some sort of altercation with several people. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The medical examiner's office has conducted an autopsy but didn't confirm Flood's cause of death. A new National Suicide Prevention Lifeline call center is opening here in Wisconsin. It's thanks to a Wisconsin Department of Health Services $2 million annual grant. The new center located in Green Bay means more Wisconsinites who call the national hotline are more likely to speak to a Wisconsin-based counselor when their call is answered. DHS officials say the new center will also put Wisconsin in a good position to handle a surge of calls when 988 becomes nationwide suicide hotline. That'll become available July 20 to the 22nd. Help is available through the 24-hour Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number is 800-273-8255.
Still ahead at 6, a local nonprofit celebrates 50 years of helping young adults finish high school and gain meaningful work experience. How Operation Fresh Start is making a difference in our community. And cooler temperatures to end the week, but the sunshine sticks around. Gary has your first warn forecast next.
For your kitchen now at the Brothers Main Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. We want you to absolutely love your new kitchen, so you'll get big savings on the latest incredible products from GE and our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We want you to be 100% satisfied every time. That's why we're the More Store. The Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale with more selection, more savings, and more kitchen. Now at the Brothers Main, your local store for more since 1938.
Slumberland's huge Labor Day sale ends Saturday. Don't miss out on updating your home for less. Get this stylish, comfy sectional for just $9.98 and get the storage ottoman free. Or an incredible incredible price on this highly recommended Sealy Posturepedic Queen mattress for just $449. If you've been waiting for our very best deals, this is it. But these deals are only till Saturday. Plus, get free shipping with no minimum. You don't want to miss this one. The Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Joe Biden tried to cut Social Security and Medicare for decades.
When I argued that we should freeze federal spending, I meant Social Security as well. I meant Medicare and Medicaid. I tried it twice, I tried it a third time, and I tried it a fourth time.
Now, Biden's promising your benefits to illegal immigrants. President Trump is protecting Social Security and Medicare, lowering costs, expanding access, keeping his word.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
A local nonprofit is celebrating its 50th anniversary, serving young people who are disconnected from school and work and helping them find a path to self-sufficiency. Operation Fresh Start graduates walk away with their high school diploma and their driver's licenses, plus employability and leadership skills.
The community also benefits from the affordable housing and conservation projects that participants complete. News 3 Now producer and photojournalist Melissa Bailing shares how OFS is transforming lives.
OFS is a really important asset to Dane County and to the community. We invest in it because it works, because it tackles the core issues that people need to deal with in order to move forward. People think of OFS as building houses or doing remodeling or doing the projects they're doing, and that is part of what they are. But, you know, what those projects are a vehicle for personal growth for the young people.
We serve a population that really falls through the cracks normally, and we've got a heck of a track record. Hundreds and hundreds of young people would likely been stuck in the rut they were stuck in before they came to OFS. So I don't know of any other organization that is in our wheelhouse, our age bracket, the kind of young people that are, our target audience.
So we serve a population which is 80% people of color, and oftentimes they've gone through a lot of obstacles. We serve people who are impoverished. We serve people who, about 30% of our young people have experienced homelessness or housing insecurity. We help them recognize their strengths. That's a big factor. The other factor is we engage them in community building activities, building affordable housing, building natural areas.
Cup plant right here forms a little cup.
And by doing that, it shifts their perspective on their role in the community to one of someone who can give back, who has a positive impact on the community, from a perspective that they didn't have anything to give and that the community was tired or wasn't willing to work with them.
5 times 3, 15. All the staff have helped me on my road to becoming who I am now and what I want to be. Everybody here is supportive, so when you walk in, there's nobody that's just gonna brush you off. Everybody will work with you. Everybody is here to help.
I hadn't wrote a single essay in high school. I just took the 0. Basically, Operation Fresh Start was my last chance to really get my life kind of going on the right track. I remember sitting down with her name was Autumn, and she was really great at writing. And I remember sitting down and she kind of started asking me questions. So she was writing it physically, but she was getting the words from me. I needed that help, especially being bilingual for me, it's been a little bit more difficult writing stuff. If OFS wasn't there, I'm almost positive I wouldn't be where I'm at and doing a lot better for myself.
Once again, that was our Melissa Bailing. In honor of the 50th anniversary, Operation Fresh Start is working to raise $50,000 to expand programming and provide more young people a path to self-sufficiency. To learn more about their 50th anniversary kickoff series happening online starting at noon tomorrow, go to channel3000.com.
Feels like we're inching a little closer to fall out there. Here's Gary with a look at your first warn forecast. Gary?
Well, temperatures were down today compared to yesterday, but it won't last for too long. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Temperatures will be on the cool side for tomorrow and for Saturday, and we could even see some patchy frost north of Madison for the next couple of nights. I think mainly north of the Dells tonight, but north of Dane County, not out of the question for tomorrow night. Mild weather, though, returns for next week. Temperatures back near 70 on Sunday and then in the 70s beginning on Monday and lasting through next weekend. And dry weather not only expected for the rest of this week, but for all of next week and into next weekend as well. Frost advisories in effect tonight from 1 a.m. until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning for Juneau and Adams counties north of the Dells. As we look at weather track, in the southeastern part of the country, the remnants of Hurricane Sally continuing to push through the Carolinas and into Virginia with showers and thunderstorms there. Another area of disturbed weather in the western portion of the Gulf of Mexico being watched by the National Hurricane Center. This will probably turn into a tropical depression or even a tropical storm within the next day or two and could affect portions of the northern Gulf Coast as we head toward the later part of the weekend or early next week. Meantime, our upper level winds have shifted to the northwest, bringing in slightly cooler air, but most of the country, notice outside of Sally and the showers and thunderstorms north of that tropical weather system, very quiet for this time of year. The high pressure is located just north of Minnesota. There's a weak area of low pressure with another cold front out to the west, but both systems not producing any kind of precipitation. And you can see just cool northerly winds here, a northeasterly breeze keeping lakeside areas even a little cooler. Last night, temperatures were in the 30s through much of northern and central Wisconsin and in the 20s up in northern Minnesota. Right now, temperatures are in the 50s through northern and central Wisconsin, barely into the 60s here in the southern part of the state, but we'll cool down again tonight, and frost advisories again north of the Dells. Freeze warnings in effect for northern Wisconsin, the UP of Michigan, and northern portions of lower Michigan, as well as northern Minnesota away from Lake Superior. So another chilly night in store, and we could see similar things for Friday night, maybe even a little farther south. As we look at future track, notice that northerly wind flow continuing, but generally clear to partly cloudy skies, no weather really of any consequence around here. As we head into Saturday, winds start to become southerly. Now that won't warm us up right away, but as we head through Saturday and into Saturday night, those winds start to pick up more out of the south, and by Sunday, the winds pick up to the point where we'll see temperatures back into the upper 60s. So our forecast calls for that frost advisory north of Wisconsin Dells from 1 a.m. until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. For tomorrow, look for skies to be partly sunny. It'll remain on the cool side, high temperature only topping out at around 60 in Madison. 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures low 60s Saturday, upper 60s on Sunday, but then the 70s are back beginning on Monday of next week. First day of fall is on Tuesday. Look for temperatures in the mid 70s, mid to upper 70s for the rest of the week, but not a drop of rain in the forecast for the next 10 days.
All right, Gary, thank you. Coming up next at 6, a woman in Whitewater is going above and beyond to support our Coats for Kids campaign, why she decided to make 100 hats for families in need. That story's next. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Drive-through flu shots are now at Hy-Vee. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy now has a drive-through flu shot clinic, so you don't even have to leave your car to get your flu shot. It's fast and convenient, and there's no appointment necessary. Check with your local store for flu shot clinic hours. And you can still get your flu shot safely inside the store anytime the pharmacy is open, with no appointment necessary. Get your flu shot, plus earn a 20-cent fuel saver, only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader. But with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat? Cool Sculpting. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
Celebrate and save during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's 65th anniversary sale going on now. To commemorate 65 years, we're offering incredible anniversary savings throughout the store. Like this 65th anniversary Yeti tumbler, $29.99. Save $50 on this Milwaukee 2-tool combo kit. And bonus bags of KT Wild Bird food are just $9.99. Don't miss incredible 65th anniversary savings. Plus, buy online and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
I was sworn into the United States Senate in a hospital. My wife and daughter had been killed in an automobile crash. And lying in the bed were my 2 little boys. I couldn't have imagined what it would have been like if I didn't have insurance to cover them immediately and fully. 40 years later, one of those little boys, my son Bo, was diagnosed with terminal cancer, given months to live. I can't fathom what would have happened if the insurance companies had the power to say, last few months you're on your own. The fact of the matter is, healthcare is personal to me. Obamacare is personal to me. When I see the President of the United States try to eliminate this healthcare in the middle of a public health crisis, that's personal to me too. We've got to build on what we did because every American deserves affordable health care. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Hey folks, Friday morning, Hattie's got a great weekend in store for us in her first warn forecast.
And feeding Madison students learning from home, how many of them are getting meals, and what it means for funding.
We'll see you Friday morning.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Finally tonight, a Do Something Good story about a woman who's stepping up to help our Coats for Kids campaign. She spent her free time during the pandemic making 100 winter hats to donate.
Photojournalist Brian Mesmer shares what inspired her to help families in need prepare for the drop in temperatures.
I'm actually not much of a knitter. This is how I made the hats, this little contraption here. And I thought, well, it would be fun to make hats for my grandkids and other kids. And I got going, and all of a sudden, they all had 3 or 4 hats. It just came upon me. It's like, well, there are moms and dads out of work like crazy this year because of the virus. They're going to need warm winter clothes probably more than ever. I saw that Channel 3 was doing the Coats for Kids. Let's go and see what we can do for children. What I hope would happen is that when the children come in and they're fit with their coats, that they get to choose their own hats. Madison, I have a whitewater one in here too, blue and gold. Every hat's different. There are no 2 hats that are alike. Little ones. Oh, I hope they keep little heads really warm. And I hope to someday be walking down the street in Madison and see them on children's heads.
Well, thanks to Mary and to everyone who has contributed to Coats for Kids so far. In the last day, there were 197 donations, making for a total of 437 so far. And there's still plenty of time to give your outgrown or rarely worn coats and other winter gear to families in need. You have until October 10th to bring them to any Clinky Cleaners location.
And Gary, won't be long now before we need some hats.
We may even need them over the next couple of nights. Temperatures right now are in the upper 50s and lower 60s, but a frost advisory in effect north of the Dells tonight into early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 60 degrees, but we'll see warm up as we head into the weekend. Temperatures upper 60s by Sunday, and then 70s for next week with dry weather through the end of the week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.